new champion was crowned on AEW Dynamite last night. Plus, we had a big AEW debut on Dynamite too. And we mean big. Plus, a recently released WWE talent has joined AEW. It's all in the wrestling news right now. Joe. Not my words, the words of an American ordering 5 coffees. And the chants from the crowd of AEW Dynamite. It's been a while since I've done one of them.
Yeah, too long, if anything. More of that.
Since Samoa Joe becoming the ROH television champion last night, defeating Minoru Suzuki in the main event of Dynamite.
Yeah, I think it was a predictable result considering that Joe is going to be there proper and you're probably not going to have Minoru Suzuki around as regularly as Joe, but a cracking match. They hit each other, Tom.
They hit each other a lot.
They hit each other a lot. It was everything that I think we all wanted. But it wasn't an especially good night for Joe in other ways, was it, Thomas?
It wasn't, no. As Sam Driver was drying off his undercrackers following that match, the lights went out as instructed by Sanjay Dutt and Jay Lethal. When the lights came back on, there was a flipping big boy in the ring, wasn't there?
You might have missed him, but he's the massive 7'3" lad. So this is a guy.
It is a guy. You're right.
It's
a guy.
It's a hell of a guy. Satnam Singh, who signed with AEW a while ago. We talked about it on the news a year or two ago now. He's had pictures backstage and everything before. And he's very, very big.
So let me give you some bits about Satnam Singh. 7'3", he is big. You don't need a Satnav to find Satnam. Drafted by the Dallas Mavericks in 2015. He was part of the Memphis Grizzlies for a bit as well. WWE, of course, were interested in him because he has their favorite personality trait, height. And they went for a tryout in 2017. Nothing came of that. So it was a little while ago that AEW brought him in as a prospect. He's been training with QT Marshall and the Nightmare Factory. And this debut now will see him aligned with Sanjay Dutt. And there's a lot of reasoning behind Sanjay Dutt being his manager and the debut happening now. Mm-hmm. So the big thing that's been happening in the media world is Fox's takeover from Discovery.
Yeah.
So Discovery coming in and they're just buying all things. And one of the AEW TV outlets is Eurosport India, which is a Discovery-owned channel. And Tony Khan made that deal based on the merger that was forthcoming. And as part of the first week after the merger, Tony Khan wanted to shoot an angle that would be a bit of a breakthrough in that market using someone of some renown. This comes, by the way, from the Wrestling Observer on this. Thank you very much for it. And, as the only Indian-born player ever to be drafted to the NBA, that have him on a product, on a show, a channel owned by Discovery, it's a good relationship builder.
Yeah, for sure. And it's worked in the past as well. WWE, love him or hate him, had great success with the Great Khali in expanding into new markets. So it's been done before. There's a lot of money to be made by expanding into those territories, and I think it's a very clever thing to do. A lot of people were disappointed with it not being Cesaro because Cesaro changed his Twitter name.
Yes, he did.
So URL is
back to Claudio Castagnoli.
Yeah, so people were expecting him to debut, perhaps. But if you're going to debut a big boy who they've obviously got big plans for, then I think this is a hell of a way to do it. I don't have any problems with it. You can debut Claudio in tons of ways, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
People, it's nice actually because people are just desperate to see him again, and understandably because he's class. But I think this is clever. I don't have a problem with it. And they didn't debut him as a giant ninja, which would have been the preferred option as far as I'm concerned.
Sanjay Dutt as his manager as well is a good call going forward as well. Jay Lethal and Sanjay Dutt are always great value, but Sanjay, particularly in the corner of Satnam Singh. This is because Sanjay Dutt has again, notoriety in that market in India. He wrestled for TNA, where they had a following in India. Remember Rinka King?
Yeah,
man. A video on Rinka King.
Yeah, of course you
can.
That's
a bit of office admin there.
We're going to expand into the Indian market big with that one as well.
I'm up for that. I'm really up for that. So both will be used to promote AEW on Eurosport India in that market as well. So good luck. Let's see where they go with this. Very intrigued by this one.
For sure. I'm actually really very excited about it. And I just think with the pairing, especially with Sanjay Dutt, Jay Lethal there, like, big pros who can do the work in the ring in the same way that AJ did the work with Omos, right? They're going to do all the, and then he'll come in and he'll hit some big moves and match a lot.
Next week on Dynamite EE, Darby Allin and Andrade El Idolo in a coffin match. Second ever coffin match in the history of AEW. Enjoyed the first one, which I believe was with Darby Allin and Ethan Page. That was a good time.
Yeah, I forgot. I was like second. Yeah, there was a first. Yeah, that'll be good.
That'll be a good time next week. Also next week on Dynamite, it is the Dynamite debut of Hook. And I had a little moment where I went, hey, he's only done Rampage.
Yeah, he did Rampage. He did the pre-show on the pay-per-view, but that's it. It's bonkers, really, that they've left him off the cards for this long, just considering how over he is.
They're taking it steady.
Yeah, no, it is sensible. You're totally right. So, yeah, good. I say good luck to him. I think he's going to win. I think it'll be nice to see him do something a bit more, not a bit more storyline based, but something a bit meatier maybe on Dynamite.
Backlash season is on. WWE aren't sending hooks, but AEW are sending Hook. I wonder why they've done it. Search engine optimization. Because they know there's an idiot like me sat in his little bunker at night searching, bring back the Backlash hooks.
There's one person.
One person. Super serving the audience of me.
Pitched a video, didn't you? This week.
I did pitch a video.
What was that, Tom? They'll all ask for it now.
They will.
They'll all ask for it now because I tease it.
Bring back the SmackDown, the Backlash hooks and the SmackDown fist. I want to do a big thing on theme.
There's the video. More admin. There's the video. 10 things they should bring back with regards to set design.
I just think that if we do a video on YouTube with big fist in the title, we'll get some good traffic. Not the traffic we want, but we'll get some good traffic. By the way, Tony Khan's got a major announcement next week as well.
Has he?
Yeah.
Claudio?
There's a Y in the day. A big little announcement this was. So, you remember we talked last week about Pat Buck?
Yes.
Leaving WWE, saying that he produced the WrestleMania main event with Michael Hayes, and he went, you know what? I've done everything I want to do.
What a way to go out.
Happy to go out. I'm ready to go and spend some time with my family, work more on Creator Pro. I'm good. Pat Buck was backstage working last night's AEW Dynamite. He was there last week as well, apparently.
Yeah, but he started proper this week, right? So he's not staying away from wrestling for too long. He's a guy that actually I don't know a great deal about. He got a fair bit of flack following that main event at WrestleMania because he was the one who found out that he produced the match. People weren't especially happy with it. And then it came out this week that was the way it was meant to play out as well. Like that was the deal. I don't know if I buy that, but there you go, Pat Buck. A perhaps pretty major signing as far as backstage things go.
It could potentially be a useful one, and surely they could, if they ever choose to bring in Nia Jax, there's a storyline ready to go. They had some fun during the Performance Center era.
Oh, that whole thing's such a blur, Tom.
Yeah.
I've added nothing to this news video.
That's not true. We've got a Backlash Hook and the SmackDown Fist video.
Yeah.
That you've helped pitch.
Yeah,
there.
I've greenlit both of those, Tom. That's
green. Give me the green light because I'm ready to go. More news throughout the day at cultaholic.com.
Don't leave nasty messages about my haircut either, because I know they're coming.
It's lovely.
It's horrible, Tom. It's not what I asked for. And I know people always, whenever you change your appearance, even in the slightest way, people jump on you. I know I look like a North Korean dictator. It's not my fault, all right? It's not what I asked for. Went to the Turkish barber and they've done me in.
Might I ask, did you do the very British thing when, as you're looking in the mirror, you went, I don't like this. I hate this. This is awful. And then when they show you the back, you go, yeah, that's great.
No, it was even worse, right? Because I had my glasses off, obviously. Couldn't see a thing in the mirror. I was like, yeah, that's probably all right. Popped them on. I was like, oh no!
He looks. I don't think I hardly ever see you without your glasses on. That was a strange image. Just look at that. Look at
smouldering.
That. What a smouldering man! Can I have your glasses then if you're going to wear this?
Yeah, they're really dirty. I've just noticed.
Let's swap.
It's fun, isn't it?
I always wanted glasses as a kid. Just a bit weird.
Did
like
you?
That. Yeah.
Anyone still watching? Let us know in the comments if you're still watching.
If you're still here, thanks. Just let us know down there.
Do you want to do the outro?
In a minute. All right, I'll do it. Stay safe. Love you. Bye.
You love it.